progress for everyone's benefit. The 1%, they just take what they like. We've got to show up and vote for our rights. So vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't be late. Vote, don't procrastinate. It's our country, our democracy. We can't afford mediocrity.
How y'all doing, baby?
Nothing.
It is Thursday. It's Thursday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting, and boy, howdy shit. I don't know about y'all, but I'm primed. I'm ready. I'm pumped up. I'm ready for popcorn, peanuts, all that shit tonight. Gonna wait around for the show, baby, because it's gonna start in about an hour. Anyway, I'm glad y'all are here. First one to jump in, Randy Peterson. Woo, pig, buddy, it's right there. Richard Phillips right behind him. Followed by Dorothy Tyndall, the remixtress is with us. Michael Johnson is here, and Charles Stokel, thank you, all the way from Salem, Pennsylvania. Nancy Halverson is here, and Ardessa is here, Purple Moon Dragon. My neighbor Tracy Tobias, thank you for being here. Jose Marquez, how you doing, brother? That's right, get the popcorn ready. Dwayne Twizzle, Gary Spring all the way up in Canada, Bart Larson, Maria Bentoncourt's here, Jan Beats, and she says she is ready for tonight. Jeanette Miller, Michael Falbister, thank you very much. And let me see, there's Carolyn and John Matjasko, who I had a wonderful conversation with last night. We discussed the world's issues and other things. Anyway, glad to see you there. Carol Gillens, let me see, Robin Lyons is here. Ohio Dad 70, hey Steve, Joe, how y'all doing, brothers? I hope all is well up there. Anyway, let me get on down here. Bart Larson is here. Blue Speck in Texas. All right, baby. I know how you feel. Thank you for being here. Our own Bernadette Prius in here. Thank you very much. Anyway, boy, howdy shit. We're gonna split the show tonight. This is the pre-game warm-up, and then the best I could figure is because the way the hearings have been going, by about the time they gavel in, somebody is speaking. And the only break there's going to be is if they take a 10-minute recess to go do the business and whatnot. But during that time, I'm usually sitting there and just like staring right at the TV, taking it all in. We are going to keep our Discord open. We're going to, and I think we'll do a live show. And then I think after it ends, we'll come right back on live and discuss what we just saw, which is going to be interesting because we're going to be able to see tonight, again, things we already know, baby. Things we already know. During the 187 minutes, the 3 hours and 7 minutes that he was in the White House and didn't do shit, what was he doing? Oh, we all know what he was doing. He's sitting in front of that TV like, oh, he just won the lotto. He is giddy as shit. He's happy. He's just, and just ready to rock and roll with the group, baby. Until Mike Pence wasn't doing his job, and then all of a sudden Donnie sends out that tweet, hey, hey, hey. And then you hear chants of hang Mike Pence. I want to hear directly, I know what he's doing, but I want to hear it directly from a witness, what he was saying and what he was doing while he was sitting there listening to those chants. Because that's the man we're going to see tonight. The man, he has always been a low-life con man, lying sack of shit that only gives a shit about himself, baby. Nobody else. Nobody. Okay, well, maybe Ivanka. I don't know. Here lately, she's been on the fence after that little, talking about Bill Barr knowing what he was talking about and all that kind of stuff. Didn't make Daddy too happy about that. But like I said, we're going to listen to a lot of testimony tonight and see a lot of. We're going to see out clips of outtakes of his little video that he did to put people out there, and we're going to see the outtakes, the part where he didn't want to say it or the part he did say it and they wouldn't let him put it out there. But it's going to be pretty damn entertaining, I think. Anyway, Bernadette, how are you doing tonight, dear?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Are you pumped up and ready for this shit?
Good. I'm ready. I'm ready. We're having quick and easy hot dogs tonight. Go along with the show. So, have a little beer on the side, a little wine, a little champagne. Champagne and hot dogs. I can't beat that.
Travis stopped by Jack in the Box and picked up.
There you go.
It's I guess it's a big tray, and it's got like tiny tacos and some chicken nuggets and some fries in there. And there's a bunch of them in there.
Okay.
I mean, it's a munchy tray, I think.
It's a party tray.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then little tasty.
All right.
Them tiny tacos are pretty tasty. I'm just saying.
Tiny tacos.
Tiny tacos. You can't beat tiny tacos, man. Well,
no, you cannot beat tiny tacos.
You can't beat tacos, period. There you go. Just tiny, any kind of taco you want to put in front of that word.
Right on.
It's fine with me. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this night.
I'm watching. I'm waiting. I'm watching. I'm ready to go. I'm not a popcorn fan, but we got popcorn if you need it.
Look at the tree. Says it's an occasion for whiskey. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. You combine this shit up. We saw Steve Bannon's little story continue today. They rested their case. The defense rested their case and didn't even call a witness. Didn't do nothing. And
because he's got nothing.
He's got nothing. I mean, the prosecution only put up 2 witnesses, and he didn't put up any defense at all. Just like, I'm sorry.
Because he's got none.
He's got none.
He defied the subpoena, and that's that.
He's looking at a minimum of 30 days, but I think if they just give him 30 days, that's going to be a slap in the face to justice, because he not only refused to show up, he blatantly did it. He's in your face on his podcast talking about it all the time. No, I ain't going to do it. Screw you.
And John, he shouldn't get the minimum. He should get the maximum.
He should get the maximum.
Year.
They should make it an example of it.
And
warn anybody else who defies a congressional subpoena to do the same thing.
Because if it wasn't for Trump's ass, he'd be sitting in jail as it is now.
Yeah. I didn't see. Did you see that? I think it was a CNN special about Steve Bannon. I haven't seen it all. I've seen part of it.
I don't have CNN.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad I don't have CNN.
Yeah. No shit. Talk about somebody that'll piss you off. They do me.
I don't need to see. I've watched Steve Bannon. I have watched him this whole entire time that his fuck buddy has been in office. I don't need to see Steve Bannon. I know what he's doing to this country.
Yeah, he lays it out pretty easily. He wants to destroy this government, baby. He wants to destroy this country.
He said it from day one.
Burn it to the ground and rebuild it in his image. That's what he wants.
Yep.
And we are the stalwart on that. We're the wall, baby. We're the ones that's going to stop that shit.
Well, nobody died and made Steve Bannon God.
No, I seen the little meme of him when they drew on. I don't know who did. I seen it on Facebook, and it's an artist drawing of Steve Bannon in court, and it's the whole courtroom. There's the judge and the lawyers all look right, and there's Steve Bannon portrayed as Pigpen, which I thought was appropriate.
It is appropriate.
Yeah, it looks like he hasn't taken a shower in a month.
There.
I swear. Every time you look at him, he doesn't. He looks like he just ain't interested in taking a shower.
Yet he's capable of surrounding himself with billionaires.
Yeah. Well, if you ain't got money, you rub elbows with. Well, he's got money. He's no different than Trump. He's been grifting off this shit forever.
He's been grifting. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Hello, Bellica. How are you doing, dear?
I'm okay. I'm actually on taking a little break because I got to put my bed back together.
Yep. Wait a minute now. You have to put the bed back together.
Yes, I do.
Just
I got a new mattress.
just how wild did it get, Bellica? I mean, you know, come on, girl.
I got a new mattress, so we took the bed apart.
Oh,
Get-
okay. Well,
No, we ain't discussing that.
that's all right. No
Mattress.
explanation. Just let it ride, baby. Let them think what they want to think. Yeah, it was.
They demonetized.
When he whipped out the spurs, it got a little wild. Yeah, okay. Anyway, thank you, Nana Lovely, our own Tammy Ames, who came in with $2 donation. It says, let's toast to the GOP crocodile tears. There are going to be plenty of them tonight. Oh, Lord. I'm getting a little bit of enjoyment out of the trolls on TikTok. Evidently, there's more trolls on TikTok than there is anywhere else, and I get my share of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're
I'm
bound to
loving
be,
it.
John.
I'm loving
But
it.
don't feed the trolls. Don't feed the trolls.
I respond to most of them, really. You know, when they say Trump 2024, I said I usually answer something witty. You know, oh, look at there, proud little traitor. Run along and go lick your buddy's butt. That's
Yeah,
what they're doing.
you
I do
remember
it for
that
my
other
entertainment.
platform, Pee-wee or something like that, and how you got yourself in trouble with trolls over there?
Yes, me wee.
Okay. Me-wee. I knew it was
Yeah,
something
they
like that.
attacked the shit out of me. They didn't like me. Evidently, there's more trolls some places than others. I'm surprised we
Yes.
don't get that many. We don't. Not on our
We
platform
get our
here.
fair share.
We get our share. Idiots that
But
that
we have
lost their
we
right.
have troll busters around here.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yes,
and they
we
have
do.
hammers. Let me
Yes,
thank
they
our buddy Keith Thompson up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, who came in with $5 and said, expose them, nail them to the wall with their acts of treason. Baby, that's what we're going to do tonight. They're going to lay this out tonight, and I don't know how this is all going to play out, but we all can imagine pretty well what we're going to hear. I mean, we've already got hints all around. We're just going to see the evidence of it, witnesses that are going to say this is what he said, this is what he was doing.
Well, we know what he did.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Well, we know he did nothing. But I'm interested to hear the
Except
details of
foment
what
an
he...
insurrection.
Yeah.
That's what he did do.
We know he was giddy. You know he was giddy when they were all storming the Capitol. That was all for him. He's on a cloud right then. And that's what I want him to testify to. His demeanor, his
Intent.
his intent. And did he say anything during that time that would implicate his ass? I'm telling you, the big discussion right now is what the hell is Merrick Garland going to do? You know, they had him on, he took questions the other day, and I guess they have him on tape there talking about when they asked him, is there anybody above the law? Is an ex-president above the law? And he specifically answered, no one is above the law. Reiterated it. No one is above the law. So let's see. Right now, it's you know, I am still giving him all the leeway that I can, knowing that the kind of person he is. They say he's pretty meticulous. He's not going to show his hand until he's ready.
Yeah.
That's the way I understand it.
He moves slow until he gets everything, and then as soon as he gets everything, he pounces so fast you might as well be in your underwear when he comes knocking on your door.
Well, that's what I want. That's what I want. And I think tonight is, you know, tonight's going to be about dereliction of duty. His oath he took to defend the Constitution. He didn't do that. He sat around with his thumb up his ass giggling. And we're all witness to this. We all saw what happened. You know, so, yeah, look at trees. How did he dupe all my fellow veterans into following his draft-dodging cult leader, Orange Ass? That's a damn good question. Look at the trees. I ask myself all the time because, you know, oath keepers, there's people that were in that crowd that were veterans that served this country. I don't understand it. You know, there's only so much bullshit you can take before you realize what the fuck it is that you're doing. If you're standing on Capitol grounds, smashing windows and going in, baby, That's not being a good
Well,
patriot.
John, they served this country, and I'm sure that when they
Hey.
served this country in their time of duty, they were true patriots. But now
Uh,
they follow fuck Trump.
Yeah.
And I cannot say that they are true patriots.
Well, you take
at
that
this
oath, you keep the oath. Nobody ever, when you get discharged, nobody comes in and says, okay, we're relieving you of your oath. No, you took the oath.
Until you break the oath. And the
they
president
did.
broke the oath. The president broke the oath. So why wouldn't the rest of them?
They did. Michael Flynn broke his oath. Steve Bannon broke his oath. That jackass running for Senate up in Missouri broke his oath. They're not here to protect and defend. They're here to take it by gunfire, baby. If that's what it takes, that's what they're still out there drumming up. You stand by yourself and you just, what the fuck? Really? You can't see what the rest of us see? You're too busy with the flag in your face holding a Bible upside down? You know. Sorry. Flag only means something if it means something to you. An oath only means something if it means something to you. You know, you can sing all the patriotic songs you want, wave the flag all you want, have eagles shitting in your front yard. Doesn't make you an American. I don't know, baby. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do, because we watched it. We absolutely know what we're talking about. We know what we saw. We saw insurrection. And we saw the President of the United States, the 45th President of the United States, foment that insurrection. And we're watching him possibly, I'm hoping not, come on, Merrick, get away with it. Because he has for almost 2 years now.
He has for too long. He has for too long.
Yes.
With all the evidence that this country has seen that has been put in front of the American people. And we remind you that every one of these witnesses has been a Republican, and the same thing will be tonight. These are people that serve the Republican Party. That's how come I keep trying to keep in my mind the fact of there are conservatives out there that do not follow Trump. And you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, they say, or something. Who was it? It's right here in front of me. It's right here in front of me, and we'll get right back to that. Gene Prim came in with a $2 donation and said, getting the popcorn ready for the show. Indeed, baby, I'm going to be watching. And Timothy Silva Jr. came in with a $10 donation and said, pay attention here. A new CNN poll showed a 15-point drop of support from seniors for the Republicans. New polls are showing great Democratic wins and pickups. We must make this come true and vote out those traitors. There you go. And thank you very much, Timothy, and I've been seeing the same information. The support for Donnie within the Republican Party is waning. It's dropping.
Yes.
It's the steady drip, drip, drip of information that keeps coming out about his ass. And what did we just find out yesterday or so? That he's still trying to call, I can't remember what, Wisconsin? Some guy up in one of the northern states to try to get him to overturn the election? Are you shitting me?
Just trying to do it.
Are you shitting me? It's over with, you asshole. A year and a half, 2 years later, calling up. I need you to overturn this. Are you shitting me? Come on, man. If that doesn't tell you how desperate he is. You know, but if you talk to a maggot, well, he just knows he won. He's fighting for it. No, asshole. There's been no proof of that whatsoever. They're just embedded up his ass. They can't turn loose of him because it would make them look like idiots.
It's hard to say I was wrong. I was wrong.
It is. I learned my lesson. Nixon, baby, was the same way. Wave the flag, boy, he's an all-American Nixon guy. No, fuck this country over, baby. He's a lying piece of shit. You know, he takes his place in history as not so great a president. Right there along George W. You know, it's go look for weapons of mass destruction and shit. You know, and then there's Trump, and he sits on a pedestal all by himself. Because he wants ultimate power, baby, and he's not done. He wants it all. He still thinks to this day that he has enough followers in this country to rise up in a military-type fashion and just take over the country.
That's what he thinks. Is it true? Not by a long shot, baby. You know, I've always said this. You try to start a revolution in this country, baby, it ain't gonna work. There ain't gonna be no battle lines. Well, it's gonna be all over the place, yeah. And every shooting, every incident's gonna be responded to by police or National Guard that are gonna shoot your ass and bring calm back to the people. That's what I don't know. What's scary is how they're willing to go in their shit for him. Pat Peacock just reminded me of something. If Beto can't beat Abbott in Texas is finished, I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to do it. And the reason I said that, have y'all heard of MAGA? M-A-G-A? Y'all know what that means, right?
Yeah.
You know what it means here in Texas? And it is being pushed, baby. They got hats, a new logo, all sorts of stuff. It really looks neat.
Mm-hmm.
MAGA. Mothers Against Greg Abbott. It's got the Texas flag up
Awesome.
there. It is. Yeah, they're turning that MAGA shit right on his ass. Mothers Against Greg Abbott. That here in Texas. That's the new MAGA movement here. And, yeah, I thought that was rather neat. Shove it up his butt. Man, if we can't get rid of him, then we're in bad shape. I am going to notice there's a special coming on. Shit, I don't know if it's on a news show or something. I don't know. Travis pointed out to me. It's called Deep in the Pockets of Texas. I think it's, anybody seen that? You seen that, Bernadette?
Mm-mm.
It's going to be a special news thing about why Texas is red. And it's not because of the voters. This state is gerrymandered to shit for one reason. Oil and gas, baby. It's a big energy state here. And this state runs on it. And it's the deep pockets of oil and gas and big donors that keeps this state red. And it's a fight between the people and
big money.
And big money here in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And it is sad because...
and the big money is really determined to win.
Yes. And they have deep pockets. You know, they're going to put their money out there because they're banking on themselves. They're betting on themselves. They've got to keep this state in Republican hands so they can keep greasing the wheels, baby. Because it's all about oil and gas down here. We got a little bit of cattle, but it ain't nothing like oil and gas, baby. That's what this state lives off of. And there's other states the same way, Oklahoma, you know, to a certain degree, Louisiana. Anywhere they're drilling, baby, yeah, that's where the money goes. That's who they want to keep in power. You know, as long as they can do that, then they keep making money. While we scream about gas prices, you know, we watch the oil companies make billions and billions in windfall.
And rolling blackouts and things like that.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, John.
Hey, Johnny Fly, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I don't know if you noticed in the chat. I just want to let you know that special on Texas turning redder will be on Sunday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. So it'll probably be 7 o'clock.
Which one? The Texas one?
The show about Texas turning redder and why it's more than that's going to be Sunday night. This coming Sunday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. So it's probably going to be 7 o'clock your time.
Probably so. I want to watch that. Probably be informative. I want to hear. I
so
try to learn
that's
as much as I
good.
can wherever I can. There you go. I want to learn more.
So are you ready for the?
I am so ready. Are you shitting me? I'm cranked up, ready to go. We're gonna.
Yeah, in half an hour it should be starting.
Yeah, we're gonna continue the live show up until time. I figured it's just best to go ahead and shut it down because if not, y'all gonna have a camera on me just staring at that screen over there, you know, for 2 hours, and it's not gonna be very entertaining. So we're gonna.
Well, I want to give it my full attention, John.
That's me. I want to give it my full attention, and that's the way I am. So we're gonna watch that, and then after the hearing is over, then I'm gonna come back in here and pop on the camera, See if anybody wants to come in and talk about it.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I know it'll be late on the East Coast, but it'll still be relatively early on the West Coast. So, you know,
Yeah.
we'll
Well, if I'm up, and which I probably will, then I'll try to come in.
I'll be here. I'll be here. We'll see what everybody thinks about what's cooking. You know, always want to.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be an exciting night. So,
yeah.
get the munchies ready before you sit down. Because it's coming.
Well, now, I'll have my popcorn ready. But I'll tell you, they said it's supposed to be the last one, but I have a sneaky suspicion there might be another one.
There might be.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, this was scheduled to be the last
Yeah.
one. They were gonna capitalize on pointing out his dereliction of duty at the end of it. This is what happened, all lead up to it, and then this is what he did during it.
I
But
think this is going to be the last for the summer session. They're gathering way too much information for it to be the last hearing. But I think for the summer, yeah, they're going to slow down a little bit more and try to consolidate this a little bit more.
yeah,
I think it would be wonderful if out of this whole thing that Donald Trump would get indicted or something. They probably are going to go with the lower fry first and work their way up. But boy, I tell you, if after all these facts that has come out, if they don't give Bonnie a trial and put him in
That's
prison,
going to be the job of Merrick
then we have
Garland.
no justice.
That is the job
Yeah.
of Merrick Garland. It is up to him to be able to indict Donald Trump. And the J6 committee, they have no prosecutorial powers whatsoever. They're just fact-finding mission,
Yep.
and they're going to make a report and give recommendations as to how to legislate future people, perhaps like Ron DeSantis, from being able to come up and foment another insurrection and taking over the United States government by force.
Yep.
a little special
Because-
shout out there
Because
to
the white supremacy groups in this country are really trying to take hold in state legislatures across this country.
and guess what party they're using to do it?
Yeah, well, guess which party
Yeah.
that's allowing them to be used?
Yes. That's the base of the Republican Party.
that
In my
could-
opinion, that's who the Republican Party is now. A bunch of
They've
white
always-
I
nationalists.
tell you what, John.
They always have been.
I tell you what, John.
Yeah.
The Democratic Party has got to be stronger. I wanted to mention one thing. I was on that Zoom meeting on Tuesday
How did that go?
in Schuylkill County alone. It went well. They went over some strategies and stuff, and their main focus is on making sure the Democrats are registered and they go out to vote. But they had a figure on there. Schuylkill County alone, there's over 20,000 Democrats registered. And out of the ones that voted, actually, was only 14,000. That's sad. We can do better.
You can do better.
Yeah, we can do better, and we have to do better.
That's how come.
We have to do better
We
if we
have
want to
to.
keep this.
If you have the opportunity to, in the time, to be able to volunteer yourself, call the Democratic Party in your local area and get involved in the campaigns, get involved in the whole
And
process.
you know what else, John?
What?
If you're in a red state and you know what the Republican Party is doing in your state to try to get voters off the roll, especially Democrats, okay?
That's the push.
Yeah.
They're trying to clear voter rolls.
Don't check and check often
Yeah.
as to whether or not you're on the rolls.
That's
Do
true.
not rely on the fact that
Yeah.
you
Oh, I
signed
voted
up
last time. I should be
for
good. Don't
paper
trust that.
ballots and all the rest of that.
Yeah.
No, you have to constantly check until it's time for you to go to vote to make sure you're still on the rolls.
And,
Exactly.
And Bernadette,
They're
I
trying
would
to throw
think
out
that they would
ability
have
to. They're trying to throw out the ability to
Bernadette.
vote by mail, and so if you're registered to vote by mail, you better start checking and keep
Make sure
checking
you are.
to make sure you're still on that registration.
Go ahead,
Or
Johnny.
Well,
take your ass
Bernadette,
to the
I
ballot come
think
voting day.
Go ahead, Johnny.
I think they have to check with their local election bureau.
Yes.
Yes, that's where you
Yeah,
check to
you-
make sure you know.
check with your county registrar or your state, your
Right.
secretary of state to make sure that your name is still on the voting register
It's
in your county.
It's that old
And that's
adage, all
very
politics
important.
is local. Make sure that you're registered locally.
They're
That's
passing
the
laws
booth you're going to
as
go
we
into.
speak.
That's where your ballot's going to go. Dorothy
They're
Tyndall
passing
just
laws
got her
as we
mail-in
speak.
voting. Yeah, Bill Jones reminded us they do different things in each state depending on their advantage.
That's right.
You know, so each state, like in Texas and other red states, they're trying their best to purge the voting rolls and to make it harder, to narrow down the number of voting places, the number of drop-off boxes, eliminating them it altogether. They're making it as difficult as they can for the people of Texas to vote, and we know what we're facing, what we're up against, so we need to be ready. Whatever it is that they want me to come in hopping on one leg with one arm tied behind my back, well, let's go. I'm ready. Where's the booth, baby? Because there ain't nothing going to stop me from voting. And that's the way every one of us needs to be. You know, this is your not only your right, but it's a responsibility of a citizen. It really is. It's not one that anybody's going to hold you to. We're just all going to look at you when you go by like, oh,
It is your
look
civic
at that.
duty.
No. It is. It is.
I think
It's
well,
incumbent
John,
upon each one
the,
of us. Huh?
I saw in the chat too. I don't know if it's true. I saw in the chat. They're saying that the bill about Obergefell, the same-sex marriage, has the ability to pass now. I didn't get any confirmation. Does anybody know anything about that?
The House has passed to codify the bill, and now it goes over to where bills die. And so
it goes over to the Senate, or what some people call the
I will
cemetery
believe it gets
of bills.
codified when I see it, but until we do something about the Senate, you know, the House passes just about everything. I'm glad to see there were a number of Republicans jumping on the fact that we need to codify this.
It's Media Man 6, we're talking about
that.
contraception. A bill to protect a person's right to access contraception passed the House with Republican support, but now it goes to the Senate, and there are some Republican senators that have voiced their opinion that they would, you know, support it. But we need 10, and last count I seen 8. So let's be happy we got 8, but unless we got 10,
they need 2 more.
Yeah.
I saw earlier today they only had 4, so I guess they're negotiating.
I
sure hope so.
You know, really, we can never count on our 2 rhinos in sheep's clothing.
No,
you can't count on Manchin or Cinema for anything. I want so bad to be able to take numbers. We want to take Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, all of them, Florida, Arizona, because that's what we need to
I'm willing.
Tell Joe Manchin to go pack it up his butt.
Well, I'm willing to bet that Pennsylvania is going to get a senator with John Fetterman. The governorship, that's going to be a tight race. And already, again today, I heard how many political spot ads, about Josh Shapiro and Joe Biden, man. They're not fit for Pennsylvania, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
People are fed up with their high gas tax and all that. Yeah, they keep pushing that. So I want to hear Josh Shapiro getting some commercials. We got to give to him so we get some spots to counter this shit.
Oh, look at there. I done screwed up something. Leave me alone with a computer for just a minute. I'm going to mess something up. There it is. I think this is where I want to go. John's hitting buttons on it. Yep, that's where I want to go. I like to keep this little map in front of me. It's on Ballotpedia. And it's a map of the United States, and it's divided where you can see the red states, blue states. Every state that is going to have a Senate race this in 22, and all I have to do is put my cursor on there, like in Wisconsin, it tells me Ron Johnson. It tells me the information about the last voting. It went Democrat by 0.6 points in the last presidential election. So Wisconsin is on the bubble. We could. It's within our reach. Pennsylvania, we all know what's going on there. North Carolina, last time it went Republican by 1.3. Not much, baby. We could do that. We could pull this shit out.
Yep.
You know, there's a lot of states that that are on the line. I wish Texas was on. It's primed up, but we don't have a dog in the fight this time. Ted Cruz and John Cornhole are both solid. They're not facing election, not until 24. So. Let me thank Nita Parker, who came in with a $10 donation and said, I have been trying to figure out under which president did we begin to allow big corporations anywhere near our governing bodies. That is when it became big game for public servants. I can't remember which president it was. The law that put it in effect is called Citizens United. I want to say it was under Bush. I can't remember if it was under Daddy Bush or Bush W. I think it was a Bush.
Hey, John, I just want to let you know, Aussie Dave has his hand up.
Ah, well, thank you, because I did not see him. Let me run over there and get Aussie. Yeah, we got about 20 more minutes before it's... Aussie Dave, how the hell are you doing, brother?
Good, mate. I'm good. Hi, guys. John, Bernadette.
Hi, how are you?
I just want to touch on a couple of things that's sort of bringing home here in Australia this last couple of weeks, and I'm sure the rest of the world. I've listed all these what do they call them? One-liners that these politicians use to make a point, and they're making all these points about protecting the office of the president, protecting the White House, its integrity, and all that sort of stuff. And it's not good to push this charging the next president and putting pressure on Garland. Let me tell you, if you want to protect the integrity of the office, you charge and jail the people that try to destroy the integrity of the office. You don't protect them. You're not protecting the integrity of the office by saying, well, a bad president, we'll just let him go and be above the law.
No.
That's not protecting any integrity whatsoever. And they say, especially in a yearling sale year, I call it a yearling sale, like the horses have, where you buy these expensive race horses in the big auction or the foals. This is what the political election year is in America. It's buying a politician.
It's who can pay the most.
Like yearling sales.
It is sad.
And it's just a bad image. It's a really bad image. But the world wants Trump to pay and his cohorts to pay for what they've done to America. And if they don't, fuck, mate, it's going to make
It's going to cost us our integrity. How in the world can America stand up on the world stage and talk about law and order and the adherence to social values and everything else if we can't hold an obviously corrupt and obviously seditious president to account? If we can't do that, then what the hell's our laws for? Just for us down here at the bottom because I get busted with a joint or something? Look at there, you got to pay a fine, go to jail or something over that. You try to overthrow the country and nothing? Really? Nothing?
Look at the hurdles he set up for your country. No. I mean, since this man came to power... I think
we're going to see it, Dave. I think we're going to see it. I think we're going to see charges.
He's corrupted the Senate. He's corrupted Congress. He's corrupted SCOTUS. He's corrupted the DOJ. He's corrupted the police. He's corrupted some state department.
He's done a pretty damn good job, ain't he?
Hasn't he?
Yeah,
and he's corrupted the media.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, this is his MO. This man has to pay. He has to pay. He's the worst criminal you've ever produced.
This country has ever seen. He's, Benedict Arnold has nothing on Trump.
No.
He was a meticulous man. It's just like the mob movies there you see where there's no connection, there's no paperwork connection to him. Everything, like Michael Cohen said, is done in his special language. He never tells you to do anything. He just lets you know he wants something done and that he wants you to do it. And John, he's done business like that his whole fucking life. So yeah, he's tried to insulate himself.
Say something?
Do what?
Didn't he recently say something about Trump? Didn't he recently say something Trump about actually coming out and admitting to something was done wrong or something like that? And he's trying to
admit anything.
Kind of like stretch. Yeah, he said something. I don't remember exactly. exactly word, but it came on CNN. I know that.
Yeah.
He admitted, well, he's trying to hold up his day of reckoning, so to speak. Trump.
Yeah, he's going to try to delay
I'm
it,
not
but
surprised,
it's
but
not.
he's so blatant. Well, he'll come out and admit it, John, and it's like, well, it's almost
What
like
he's gonna
doing
do
it, but,
is-
well, what can they do?
He's going to try to declare himself a candidate for president, thinking that will insulate him from any further investigation, and he's
yeah,
not a
that
chance,
was
baby.
it. Yep.
I checked into that shit. It does, because there was a memo from Merrick Garland put out reminding agents to be cognitive of anybody that is a political candidate. Any investigations that go on cannot be seen as politicized, and that any investigation into a candidate, beginning an investigation into a candidate, has to be cleared by Merrick Garland. Doesn't mean they can't do it. Just got to make sure that go by the book here and make sure you're dot your I's, cross your T's, and all that shit. But as
isn't that
far as
supposed to be
the
a standard
ongoing,
memo?
as far as the ongoing investigations, that has nothing to do with it, baby. Those are ongoing investigations. He can declare himself, whatever he wants to. It does not change any part of the investigation. It continues.
I see Filthy Mouth Liberal has his hand up.
Oh, is he? Man, I got to move that screen because I don't even. I got to.
Why are you doing that, John?
Yeah,
why
I
are you doing that, John? Did you see you guys on MSNBC, Congressman Klobuchar and White House talking about one of the SCOTUS, this judge is one of the justices in the Supreme Court, received a check for $17 million. One check for 70 to help his campaign before he became a judge
Wow.
in the Supreme Court. One check from one donor to 17 million. Would you guess that donor maybe has a case in the Supreme Court coming up?
You reckon? I'd like to find out. No, I have not heard that story, but boy, howdy shit, I want to
Yep.
read. I want to find out about it.
It was on MSNBC.
MSNBC.
I watched it last. Yes, I watched it last night, and it was Senator Klobuchar and she's a senator or a congressman. I'm not sure. Klobuchar and White House. They were both being interviewed at the same time, and they are concerned that $17 million was paid in one check to a particular judge that's now seated on the Supreme Court.
I'm looking. Yeah,
And that is
Yeah.
fact.
Does anybody want to guess which judge that was?
Yeah, I'd love. Who do you reckon that was?
Well,
love?
wait! Before anybody says let's play a game, okay? If I was going to be a guessing man, I'd say Kavanaugh. Does anybody know?
We play a game.
We're playing a game, Andy.
Hi,
May
Andy.
we play a game? Hey, baby, how you doing?
Oh, look here it
I'm
starts.
good
It's a
now.
hose. Somebody
I
get a
love
bucket of
you, John,
water.
but you know I gotta talk to Bernie
I
first.
know it. Andy, how the hell are you?
I'm
You,
good now.
you just don't have the same plumbing. I'm sorry. It just kind of works out that way. I am in here for one purpose and one purpose only. And I pulled up the YouTube video, and Amy had to hear it in the background. And she said, "Is that John?" I said, "Well, yes, it is."
Oh, yes, it's John. And I know
She's-
Amy's happy because,
She said, "Tell him." I said, "Hey."
well, you tell her I said, hey, back. I seen the report you put out about her treatments. So good. Great news. Great news, Andy. Right?
You've got the show on in the background, haven't you, Andy?
Yeah, I did. I had to play it for Amy. I'm sorry about that, Dave. But
No,
I had to make
doesn't
sure.
bother me.
I had to
I
make sure
just-
she heard that. But she went for round 3 of chemo today of her 6 rounds and did fantastic.
Outstanding.
Right
Outstanding.
She
Right
did wonderfully, and she's halfway there. She has 3 more to go, and then she'll have to have surgery, and then she'll have to have, get this, 30 rounds of chemo.
Jesus.
Not chemo,
Holy
I'm sorry,
shit.
radiation.
Radiation.
30 rounds of
came
radiation
on-
after that.
Jesus, man.
And then she's done.
Boy, she's a trooper. Man,
She's a hell of a
woman.
looker.
I seen her
Bless her.
picture. Bless her
Plus,
heart.
I'm going to
Yeah,
tell you
good
what,
luck.
her balls are way bigger than mine.
What the
if I
hell is she
thought
doing
about
with you?
Well, I'm trying to figure that one out too.
Yeah, me too.
Well, John, Amy,
Ask
John
Sam
said,
about
"What the hell's
my
she doing
wife.
with
What
you?"
the hell are you doing with that guy? You could ask my wife the same question. It's our handsome good looks, Andy. That's what it is, brother.
She said no. I'm gonna give you her honest answer, and I know this is a family channel, so those of you who don't want to hear this kind of mess, you might want to mute for about
Mute
2
for
seconds.
about 2 seconds. It don't take much longer than that. Go ahead.
Yeah, she said at one time he was a good lay.
At one time.
And
We got work
so
to do,
all
Andy.
bets are off after
Are you
that.
shitting me? Bellica's down there busting her bed, man. Has to put it on. Yeah. Got wild, I guess. I
Bellica's
don't know.
doing
They're just having to put the bed back together. That's all I know.
And nobody's watching.
Well, I don't know. I was hoping the video would come out at news at 9, but I don't know. I don't know. I thought I heard the earthquake moved the other day, an earthquake or something. I thought, but no, little
How you
little
doing,
we know, baby.
I'm doing well, John I Fly. Amy is doing remarkably well, and we couldn't be any more proud of her.
Boy, that's
My
great.
God, what a trooper she is!
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And she's still on it. She's got 3 more of these treatments to go. She gets a little surgery. She gets 30 rounds of radiation, and then it's done.
Awesome.
Outstanding.
And she's still working full
I
time, John
noticed that.
Bernabo.
I noticed it said she was on her way to work. The picture in there said she's on her way to work, and I'm going, what's she going to work for? Goddamn
You
fire.
feel guilty, Andy?
I mean,
You feel guilty?
My fat
She
ass
is.
wouldn't go to work, but she's doing
she's a
it.
trooper,
which-
baby. She's a trooper.
That
I'm
tells
telling
you
you.
she's a hell of a lot stronger than I ever thought about being.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
she's got
my
courage, baby.
God!
Be
Anyway,
proud of
we're
that.
about
We should-
5
we're-
minutes before. We're about 5 minutes before hearing time.
Yep.
And I have got to be there for that.
Yeah, we're all going to be
Yeah,
there,
And I
Bart,
hate to
but
dip
we're,
out on you guys so quickly.
but we're going to come back here after it's over.
Oh, then
Because
I may be back if I'm
everybody's going to
sober.
have something to say. Going, did you see that shit? And I'm going to say, yeah, I seen that
Yeah.
shit. Did y'all see the other shit? And then we're going to have to discuss all the other shit.
I can assure you, if I'm sober, I'll be back. If I'm not, I'm going to bed.
There you go. Well, we'll be here. We'll be here.
I love you guys, each and every one. Thank you all.
Andy, we
Love
love
you,
you back,
Andy.
brother, and give Amy
Bye-bye,
a big old
Andy.
hug and all the love for us, baby.
You bet. But I had to do this for Amy tonight because she recognized your voice, John, before we ever told her it was you.
Boy, howdy shit.
Is that
Hey,
John?
Andy.
I got
Andy?
to get that fixed.
We all love her, Andy.
I know you do,
Sure.
John. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. And I'll make sure she knows that.
Yeah,
She's
please.
impressive. She's impressive, and she got my vote.
I mean to tell you.
And you know, Bernie, if I might have to call you sometime.
Anytime, sweetie.
Hey.
Come on, come on.
Anytime.
Telling you,
Come
man.
on.
Telling you.
Gee,
I can't cut you.
Belica's had a bad influence on you guys.
Give her a big hug for me, okay?
Bernadette, if I may, before I leave, Bernadette, Amy wanted me to thank you. You sent her a precious gift, and she's grateful for it.
Bless.
How do you do
And I hope she feels better.
And she is ever grateful for your kindness, and she uses it regularly.
That's Bernie.
Awesome.
That's
Awesome.
Bernie.
Can I ask a question here? Does it take batteries?
Did it take back?
No, it doesn't. But I have a little Sligo
Only
Gauzy
if you needed to.
I have a little
But you do-
Gauzy day that takes
You do rub
batteries.
it on by
She's
hand.
using it this week.
It is what you decide it will be. That's what it
At
is.
least I didn't ask that question. I'm behaving myself tonight.
That's your problem, Johnny. You're
I'm
being
not
Yeah.
going to behave myself tonight, regardless. But guys, have a wonderful night,
Andy,
and I'll catch you
you
after the
filthy
hearing.
mouth liberal.
Yeah,
you
if
take
I'm
care of
sober.
yourself, brother. We love you.
But I love you all. Thank you
Love
so
you back
much.
there, Andy.
Take care of
All
All
yourself.
right, have a wonderful night, guys.
All right.
You
All
bet.
right.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. I guess what we'll do right now, because we got about 5 minutes, and that way it gives everybody time to go get their popcorn and get snuggled up. I've got my Cavendish ready, and
Absolutely.
absolutely, I think I'm going to need it. But yeah,
What if it's a long one, John? What if it's a long one, like about 3 hours long? You still coming back?
I'm prepared, buddy. Oh yeah, I'm coming back. Yeah, we're going to come back.
All right.
After the hearings, we're coming back in the room. We'll turn on the camera and everything else. So everybody in the chat on YouTube, on Facebook, if y'all are going to watch the thing, watch the hearings. And indeed, Gary Spring, thank you for that. Y'all always keep Randy Curvin in your mind, baby.
Yeah.
Keep him in your
I was
hearts,
gonna-
baby. He paid a price for what he did. And,
I want to ask Aussie J real quick. Aussie, are you able to watch the hearing live over in Australia by chance?
Bloody oath, John. I've got the Midas Touch set up, ready to go.
Right on.
Yeah, I've watched every one of them live. Some have been early hours in the morning, but fortunately, this one's at a reasonable
If we
time
could
in the
just
morning.
get
It's
every
9:30 in the
American
morning.
to pay us as much attention as you
Right
are,
on.
baby. Yeah.
Yep.
I wish
I
we
love
could get every
Australia.
American to do the same thing. But yeah,
It is conversation. It is conversation in Australia. These hearings, we do
It's
talk
all-
about it. It's not just something another American thing. It's the wow factor. They always come up with something great. But I've just got to say before you go, John, Americans, if you're listening, the reason your costs are getting so high and it's a roll-on effect to the rest of the world is because of Trump's tariffs. They're taking effect, and him pulling out the law of off the books that makes price gouging legal, which was not before. So we've got Trump to blame for this, not Biden.
Yep.
Not Biden.
No.
Trump.
we're still cleaning up the shit from the last guy, buddy.
They're
That's what
they're
we're doing.
bringing the witnesses in now.
$2 billion to Jared Kushner. I think you guys are paying for that.
Outstanding.
Listen, I'm gonna head off because they're bringing the witnesses in now. They should be
Okay.
starting.
Outstanding. Okay, well then that's our cue for everybody. Thank you all for coming in, Bernadette, Johnny Fi, Aussie Dave. Thank you very much. We will be back here as soon as the hearings end. Expect this thing to come right back on. In the meantime, pay attention and get something stiff to drink or
We'll be
whatever.
back.
And we will be
Yeah,
back.
we'll
in
be
just-
back.
We'll be back in a little bit. I love y'all and thank you very much
All
for
right.
being here. Let's go watch. Y'all say
Let's
bye.
go watch. Bye.
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 Bye.